You ever sit across from someone and feel your brain quietly put on a referee shirt? The smile looks friendly, the tone is soft, but something in your gut is crawling up a tree screaming, "Do not feed the raccoons." That isn't paranoia, that's pattern recognition. The little FBI agent in your head, cross-referencing every time someone dodged a straight answer and turned you into the villain for noticing. Tonight we're counting down 5 questions liars love to throw like glitter bombs. Sparkly, distracting, and impossible to clean up. If you've ever walked away from a conversation feeling guilty but weirdly unsure what crime you committed, buckle up. By the end, you'll spot these questions in under 10 seconds and return them to sender with a smile and a receipt. Number 1. Why are you being so dramatic? Here's the move. You point to a smoking crater. Texts don't line up, stories change costume between scenes, and instead of addressing the crater, they audition for Best Supporting Victim. Suddenly, it's not about what happened, it's about your tone. This isn't conversation, it's choreography. Deny, attack, reverse victim, and offender. Psych textbooks call it DARVO. I call it the "I set the kitchen on fire, but you raised your voice about it" defense. The goal is to yank you off the topic, facts, and shove you onto the stage, feelings, where they can call the lighting and accuse you of being too much. Under the hood, it's shame avoidance. Owning harm hurts. So their ego throws your nervous system under a bus and accuses your amygdala of hysterics. Your counter is boring on purpose. Name the behavior, not the bait. I'm talking about what happened, not my tone. Keep your voice oatmeal flat, because drama feeds on decibels. Anchor the timeline like a crime scene tech. At 6:12 you said X, at 8:40 Y didn't match. Watch the emotional confetti cannon misfire, because when you don't defend your reaction, they have to face their action. The punchline? You weren't dramatic. Your nervous system was performing a live fire drill while someone kept insisting there was no smoke, just scented candles and a you problem. Number 2, do you even trust me? Sweet question. Wrong universe. Trust isn't a spell you cast because someone asked nicely. It's a record, deposits of honesty, withdrawals of sketchiness, and you're the accountant. Liars pitch this question like a romantic balloon, hoping you'll try to keep it afloat while the facts fall to the floor. It's emotional blackmail wrapped in a Hallmark font. Make you defend your loyalty so they don't have to defend their behavior. The psychology is all frame control. Shift the topic from verification, what happened, to devotion. Do you love me enough to ignore it? People who are trustworthy rarely demand trust mid-escape. They demonstrate it through boring, repetitive transparency. If your bank app popped up asking, "Do you even trust us?" After a suspicious charge, you'd change banks. Apply the same math to humans. Your response is a calibration, not a confession. I trust patterns. If the pattern changes, the question isn't my faith, it's the data. Say it kindly, like you're reading a weather report. No lightning, just clouds moving east. If they keep pushing, you can deliver the surgical line. If you need me to trust you right now, more than you need to be trustworthy. We're solving the wrong problem. Boom. Cue the quiet. The punchline. Trust is not a coupon code you type in at checkout. It's the receipt your behavior prints automatically. Number 3, so what do you want me to say? On the surface it sounds cooperative. Underneath it's performance art. Hand me the script so I can pretend I wrote it. This is faux confusion, a tactical fog machine. If they can make you coach them through the apology, you'll feel responsible for the vibes and they'll feel free from the facts. Psychologically, it's impression management, repairing the image while leaving the structure broken. Think of it like a stage set where the door looks solid until you try the handle and it's painted on. The anti-manipulation move is to reject dramaturgy and ask for architecture. Say what you did, why it was harmful, and how you plan to repair it. That's 3 beams: ownership, empathy, and action. If they dodge again, I don't know what you want. You're allowed to be a kindergarten teacher for 30 seconds. Start with, I did X, then it affected you like Y, then I will do Z to fix and prevent it. Deliver it calm, no sarcasm. If they still flop like a soccer player auditioning for Gravity, you just learned the answer. They're not sorry. They're sorry they got caught. The punchline? Real remorse is a verb. If the only muscle moving is their mouth, you're watching an apology mime. Lots of invisible boxes, not a single open door. Number 4, can we just move on already? Translation. Please accept vibes instead of accountability. This line shows up when the mask starts slipping and they want to end the scene before the credits roll. It sounds mature, growth, forgiveness, forward motion, but it's really a time skip with the messy chapter ripped out. Psych-wise, this is avoidance coping mixed with image repair. Reduce discomfort now. Let consequences rot backstage. The problem is that relationships don't heal by hitting fast forward. They heal by pressing pause and naming the rupture so a repair can actually happen. Otherwise, you're just wallpapering a moldy wall and calling it an upgrade. Your nervous system isn't buying it either. That tightness you feel? It's your body filing an OSHA complaint against closure without cleanup. If you move on prematurely, resentment sets like concrete, then cracks the foundation whenever stress hits. The countermove is unsexy and surgical. Separate motion from meaning. I'm not against moving forward. I'm against pretending backward never happened. Lay out a repair recipe, not a rant. What specifically happened, what it cost, and what behavior change would equal repair. If they keep tugging the let's forget it lever, you can deploy the line every therapist keeps on a shelf. We can move forward once we understand what we're moving past. You're not punishing, you're preventing repeat offenses. Because forgiveness without boundaries is just permission with better branding. The punchline? Healing isn't a montage scored by soft piano, it's a checklist. And if they refuse to pick up a wrench, moving on is just rolling the same wreck into the next scene and hoping the lighting hides it. Number 5, are you really going to throw everything away over this? A classic guilt grenade, hand-delivered with trembling voice and a coupon for nostalgia. The trick is framing your boundary as the crime and their behavior as the victim. Psychologically, it's loss aversion sizzling on a hot plate of sunk cost fallacy. You've invested so much, surely you should tolerate one more little explosion. They'll stack highlight reels, inside jokes, old selfies, promises with an extended warranty to make you doubt your math. But boundaries aren't demolition, they're structural engineering. You're not throwing everything away. You're refusing to carry a burning couch into your future apartment. Try reframing the premise out loud. I'm not ending this because of one moment. I'm deciding based on the pattern and the cost to me. Patterns beat apologies, and costs are cumulative. If they escalate, tears, panic, negotiations with imaginary terms, I'll be perfect. Spot the tactic. Future faking. Grand vows now. Amnesia later. Your line is boring on purpose. If keeping this requires me to abandon myself, then the price is wrong. Say it kindly. You're not the executioner. You're the accountant. And here's the sciencey cherry. Stress biomarkers don't care about photo albums. Your body keeps the score. It doesn't accept store credit. The punchline? Love is a verb, trust is a ledger, and respect is a rule. If the only thing growing is the drama, then everything has been thrown away for a while. You're just finally taking out the trash. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.